Welcome to a live stream from California, 7 a.m. This is Consumers Doctor on the behalf of Foremost Organizations. This is sponsored from the Foremost Organization on a regular basis. Consumers Doctor presents a live stream from Monday through Friday. And welcome to HIP, Health Insurance Personalized. Health Insurance Personalized. Today's topic is California. It's basically quality of care. In Health Insurance Personalized segment, yesterday we spoke on cost of care, how it has passed with colors as far as the cost of care under Health Insurance Personalized. Welcome back. Let's go into detail. How does affordable health insurance passes the test on the aspect of quality of care? Quality of care starts with quality health insurance. Personalized health insurance means easier access to quality care. Easier access to quality care means better treatments. Better treatments means better health. Yes, better health. Institute of Medicine concluded health insurance is associated with better health outcomes for adults with their receipt of appropriate care across range of preventive, chronic, and acute care services. Acute care services. Adults without health insurance experience greater declines in health status, die sooner than do adults with continuous coverage. This is a fact. It is a fact. The ripple effects of being uninsured and having poor health are felt throughout society. Uninsured children have impaired development and poor school performance. Uninsured children are 70% more likely to go without a care for common childhood conditions such as asthma, ear infections, and sore throats. Uninsured children are 5 times more likely to have unmet need for medical care each year. And uninsured, the uninsured are 30% less likely to get a routine physical exam. Routine physical exam. 25% less likely to visit doctor for an illness. Uninsured women are 30% less likely to get a pap smear. To get a pap smear. And 60% less likely to get a mammogram. Uninsured. And uninsured men are 40% less likely to get a prostate examination. Yes. Uninsured adults have more absences from work, more unscheduled days, more unscheduled sick days, and greater rates of disability at work. In 2004, Kaiser Foundation study found out that the school costs of uninsured to be roughly around $125 billion. Yes, $125 billion. Personalized health insurance provides specialized treatments for those most in need and improved access to quality of care for all who seek it. Quality of care includes good mental health care for individuals and small groups. Morning coffee. In 2008, the Mental Health Parity and Addiction Equity Act, so-called MHPAEA, required employers with over 50 employees to cover mental health the same as physical health. It's called parity law. Mental health is same as physical health. Employees, family members enrolled in small group plans need the same integrated mental health benefits, folks. Same integrated mental health benefits. One truism exists. If an employer-sponsored plan does not include stress management, you can be 100% certain that plan members will have their own stress management program. It is unlikely to be beneficial to a worker's health or productivity. Without a structured stress management program, the most common self-destructive stress reliefs are comfort foods. This is comfort foods, smoking, alcohol, and drugs. These are the stress relievers for people who are stressed out. Smoking, alcohol, drugs, and eating. That's how they end up having obesity and multiple other problems. Most employers beginning to understand the work effects of stress and depression. Most employers slowly getting the point. And few employers fully grasp the debilitating impact on families with attention deficit disorders, ADD. attention deficit disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and other more complex mental health diagnosis. Complex mental health diagnosis. That's why I'm going to go into detail the cost of mental health in today's work environment. We take it lightly since we have the parity laws. Mental health is considered as a equated with the physical health. I'll go into detail how much it really costs the employers, especially over 50. you know I'm talking about large employer groups, especially when you talk about simple things: frustration, anxiety, low stress, and minor depression will lead to tobacco use, sleeplessness, have their immune response, like they get flu, cold, and having blood pressure. That can lead to increased errors at work and loss of team. They don't participate in teamwork. That affects the productivity. These costs are low, but it still affects the productivity. It doesn't affect much to the company, but it does lose production to some extent. What are the medium costs for the employers, which is really affects the production costs, like moderate stress, depression, anger, attention deficit disorder, and post-traumatic stress, which can be associated with hypertension in this group of people, which can be associated with hypertension, musculoskeletal, digestive, and gastrointestinal problems associated with this kind of mental condition that will lead to absences, poor morale. These are the things which we don't grasp it right away, and it has problem in production because of the relation conflicts and loss of productivity. Ultimately, it does affect the company in loss of productivity, which will lead to loss of revenue. So it does affect the company. The mental health does affect these mental health challenges are many. Where it costs more to the employers is here, when you have a high stress, when you have a major depression, when you have a schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive problems, panic disorders, anxiety, bulimia. Normally they're associated with cardiovascular conditions, cancer, diabetes, asthma, back pain, alcoholism. Ultimately, low productivity, divorce, yes, divorce, turnovers, large turnovers, early retirements, workman's comp payments go up, and ultimately these folks will claim disability from the stress. They claim disability. These are the folks who claim disability. Your workman's comp premiums will go high. There are certain things which really cost high cost to the employers. They are associated with violence and suicide. That will cost highly to the employers. That will lead to accidents, burns. Ultimately, it may cause death, work violence, disaster recovery. So those are the things. It shows mental and physical health and corporate costs are all interrelated. That's what I'm. They're all interrelated, folks. Mental health Cost could be low or a medium high, or it could be extra high, basing on mental health, which will lead to physical health. Ultimately, it'll cost the company. Corporate productivity losses are potentially much higher than the treatment costs. This is where we fail to recognize. It costs higher to treat them. So mental health issues are not character weaknesses, folks. They're not character weaknesses. Like most physical health illnesses, mental health is a disease. Is a disease and is treatable. It is treatable. You cannot have, this is an axiom, you cannot have a health without a mental health. That's that is an axiom which is true. You cannot have a health without mental health, and ultimately it affects the company. So quality of care under the personalized health insurance passes the test with A plus under the personalized health insurance, folks. This is what I've been telling you about. Access to good health insurance, especially personalized health insurance, meets the unique needs of individuals and will provide personal quality care. Especially, you get personalized quality care. Yes. Remember, quality of care does go beyond provider credentials and medical results. It encompasses timely medical advice, informed options, alternative treatments, and good bedside manners. That's what it results in. So quality of care is 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 better under the personalized health insurance. I hope I have stressed enough how health insurance personalized will change the productivity in a company. The employers and employees need to recognize. They need to recognize these things. And ultimately, it will improve the. If you are proactive as an employer, your benefits are a lot higher right up front. We need to be proactive, and employers need to embrace that aspect of quality of care under the affordable health insurance. Affordable, when you say affordable health insurance, what we are talking about is, I have mentioned several times, so-called lower premium. You know, the other day I met a gentleman. He was telling me, hey, I have a private insurance, but I can put money aside into the health savings. Wow, that is nice. I wish I could do that. What is it? Oh, um, I can put money aside into the health savings because I'm qualified to do so. I said, how come? Well, my employer pays the deductible portion, and my ultimately I have a PPO, so it doesn't cost me anything, but I can also put money aside into health savings. That's the beauty about personalized health insurance, folks. Employers are smart enough to get a low premium policy. So employer knows you're healthy, you're he can rely on you. You're you he knows you so well. You're physically in a healthy status. So it doesn't cost him to get a low premium, because even if it is, if you have if it needs to be, employer is willing to take that $3,500 risk on you, and so you can benefit by putting money aside into the health center. So this is a smarter approach by the employer and employee for both. It's a win-win for the employer and employee. So-called HTHPHSA.com. HTHPHSA. Foremost organization embraces the HTHSA concept. As a consumer's doctor, I advise everyone to embrace that. It is a public-private partnership, and it focuses on who need the most care. That's what we need. We can't ignore we need to be proactive. We cannot ignore the people who need the most care. Under the affordable health insurance, we focus on people who need the most. And there are incentives and rewards for even for the employees to put money, because once they have money set aside into the health savings, they will be very careful not to spend that money. Then they're not going to be spending that money unless they really need to go and see a doctor. So most of the time, so I talk about healthcare segment, where your body is an asset. You need to insure your asset, but you need to take care of it. There are lots of incentives and rewards. You can benefit financially and be independent. We need freedom. We need freedom. We need to empower. We need to empower the individual to take care of personal responsibility. This is what we need. Personal responsibility. Empowering Americans and investing in Americans is the way to go. This public option, so-called one size fits all, it takes away the freedom. It takes away the basic aspect of healthcare. It does, because they tell you where to go. They tell you whom to see. Americans will not go for it. I know that. I've known Americans. I've been in this country for over 45 years now. I know them pretty well. They will not go for it. They want a choice. They want freedom. They want be empowered. It needs to be consumer driven. Even the consumers have to choose the right premium at a lower cost, which is affordable, which has to be. So consumers have to be in the driver's seat under the affordable health insurance. And they have to be consumer driven, patient centric, folks. And foremost organization fully endorses that concept. As a consumer doctor, I believe that's the right approach for the healthcare delivery. If you do like this channel, subscribe, share, and hit that bell. Hit that bell. I love you guys. I love you. I love you from bottom of my heart. But you guys need to take charge of your body and health. And you need to be financially independent. I want you to go up the ladder. The beauty about it is health insurance personalized. People who can't afford it, and they have chronic illnesses, they need it most, because under the Health Review Authority, everybody is guaranteed for the coverage. Everybody, all Americans are guaranteed. If person doesn't get the health insurance, they lose the tax benefits, folks. So they have no choice but to participate in getting a coverage, affordable coverage to all Americans. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for listening. Salute. See you in the next segment. This is HIP, a health insurance personalized. I will join you in the health care segment, personal health care segment. Health is platinum. Health is gold. Health gives wealth. See you. Bye.